Letting Go by Sheila Walsh. What a promise! This is an all-inclusive verse. Do not worry about anything. Don't worry about the children, or your car payment, or your job, or your health. Whatever is on your heart and mind, bring it to the Lord in prayer and in petition, and do it with thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is such an important part of the process because it speaks to trust and confidence. When we take our prayer request to God and then continue to worry, it is as if we are saying, "Thanks so much for stopping to listen to me, but I'm not sure you can help." In our souls, we sense a dissonance in that line of thinking. We believe that God is able to do what He says He will do. Why then is it so difficult to rest in this promise that Paul brings before the church in Philippi? Don't be anxious about anything. What a gift! The Word of God could not be clearer here. If we will relinquish control of our lives and place our trust in God with absolute confidence, then the peace of God, which is beyond human understanding, will cover us, protecting our hearts and minds. This is true joy. Joy that G.K. Chesterton called the giant secret of the Christian. Housework and God, Ellen Sana. Christians today tend to disparage physical appearances. We feel guilty for wanting our private homes to be beautiful, for surely this beauty, benefiting no one but ourselves, would be worldly or selfish. True, our society is obsessed with appearances, and we do not want to make possessions too important or forget those who have so much less. But in the process, we have sometimes thrown out the baby with the bathwater. We have divorced God from our homes. God reveals Himself intimately in our families. Consequently, our homes are sacred places. They should speak to us of God just as clearly as our churches do. Judaism was more apt to remember the home's holiness, but too often Christians have forgotten. We relegate God to our churches, forgetting that most of Christ's ministry, including the Last Supper, took place in private homes. Just as in those days, our homes are meant to be welcoming places, places of security and grace that reflect God's nature. Lord, You have been our dwelling place, says Psalm 90, verse 1. If we remember that our houses are metaphors for God Himself, then housework takes on a whole new significance. Hurry up, Mom, Ruth Bell Graham. Ned was not quite tall enough to see over the dashboard of the car I was driving. "Hurry up, Mom," he urged, but he was too young to read the road signs that said 45 miles per hour. As I began to apply the brakes, he demanded, "Why are you stopping?" "There is a school bus that has just stopped," I explained. As soon as we started again, he urged, "Pass him, Mom." He was too small to see the double yellow line. I thought to myself, How like me when I pray. Spiritually, I am too young to read the road signs, too small to see what lies ahead. Yet, how often I am guilty of telling God how to run things. We may make requests, but never insist on having our own way, lest we become one of those of whom it was said, He gave them their request, but sent leanness into their soul. Psalm 106, verse 15. We may pray in simple, childlike faith, urgently, persistently, but we must always pray, Thy will be done. Diamonds in the Rough, Mrs. Charles E. Cowman. There are secrets of providence which God's dear children may learn. His dealings with them often seem, to the outward eye, dark and terrible. Faith looks deeper and says, This is God's secret. You look only on the outside. I can look deeper and see the hidden meaning. Sometimes diamonds are done up in rough packages so that their value cannot be seen. God may send you, dear friends, some costly packages. Do not worry if they are done up in rough wrappings. You may be sure there are treasures of love and kindness and wisdom hidden within. If we take what He sends and trust Him for the goodness in it, even in the dark, we shall learn the meaning of the secrets of providence. A.B. Simpson. He that is mastered by Christ is the master of every circumstance.